welcome to Cooking While Drunk. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is Cooking While Drunk with the wife. So today, always gotta sip after cheersing. Today I am making my roasted tomato, sun sugar tomato soup. So I roasted the sun sugar tomatoes for about 35 minutes at 375 degrees until you get a little bit of browning. I also popped in 2 of the, what are they called? Sante Fe peppers, right?
Sante Fe Grande.
Sante Fe Grande peppers. They have just a hint of spice. If you want spicier, of course you can add whatever other peppers that you want.
But they're crunchy and green and so delicious.
Yes, they are delicious. I like the way that they taste, so that's why I put them in the soup. You can omit the peppers if you don't want them, but I like the added layers of flavor. And then I also threw in about 4 cloves of garlic. I just drizzled some olive oil in here, put it in the foil, and let it bake with the sun sugar tomatoes. So now what we're going to do is add this in the food processor so we can mix it all together. Also for additional seasoning, I do have about a half a cup of the chipotle, what is it called?
Smoked chipotle, better than bouillon.
Yes, stock. That's the word I was looking for, stock. So what that does is just add a little bit of extra flavor. I like spice, I love peppers, I love things that are roasted. So for me, I add that in to have a little bit of extra flavor, but you could of course omit that. You can do chicken stock, you can do beef stock, whatever you kind of want. But
do you think that sofrito one would be good to try next time?
Oh, I think the sofrito would taste good.
We don't have it, do we?
We might have it.
Oh wait, that's using the rice, huh?
Yeah.
When she makes steamed rice, she uses the sofrito one. It gives the rice really good flavor.
So I'm just taking the stems off of the peppers, pop those in. And then you're gonna want to, so after you bake this for about 35 minutes, you wanna at least wait 10 minutes for it to cool down and rest before you start to purify it. Let's go ahead and add that in. You want all of those juices because that will help. Oh, that's a lot of flavor, and it'll also help mix the tomatoes. So the sun sugar tomatoes are one of the sweetest tomatoes that you could ever find. And the great thing about these tomatoes, they are high in vitamin A. And they also are an indefinite plant, so they can grow up to 6 to 7 feet tall. I didn't know that, however, when we planted these. These came from our yard.
How big was the plant when we got them?
They were like 4 inches high.
And now they're taller than Annika.
Yes, but we pruned them back quite a bit. Because we do have a lemon tree, and we also have another, we have a pear tomato tree right next to it, so they're competing for nutrients for sure.
And the Fresnos.
And yeah, the Fresno peppers. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on pulse, and then blend it until I find the right consistency. Now, of course, when you make this at home, you can decide what consistency you like. I like a little bit of a chunkier soup, so I'm not going to do any more. You can see, if the cameraman wants to get a little closer, you can kind of see how it looks. So it's not like your regular tomato soup. These are orange tomatoes. They only come in orange, so they're going to be nice and bright. But what I like about this tomato particularly, because it's one of the sweetest cherry tomatoes that you can find, is that the soup is so sweet but so yummy. So I'm going to reheat it, I guess, and then
Cook it down a little bit.
Cook it down a little bit.
It'll strengthen the flavor.
Right, reheat it, cook it down a little bit, and then we'll bowl it after.
I tried it when you made it last time, and I think I could adapt my my tomato bisque recipe using your ingredients.
Cool.
Because I think a tomato bisque, I had a little cream and the other stuff to it.
Yeah. I'm not a person who likes cream in my tomato soups, so.
I think yours would be real good with the grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, we're going to pause here and then I'm going to go get this on the stove. Cheers, welcome back.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.
And also, let me guys know. Wait, oh my
How
god.
many do you have? You want to retake?
No, it's okay.
This is her first
God.
video on camera, so.
It doesn't matter. Do I not speak like this all the time? Let me know if you guys would like to see some recipes on, like, vegetarian friendly recipes. I don't know why, but lately I haven't been able to eat meat at all, and it's driving me nuts. So I've come up with a lot of meat alternative meals. I'm trying to keep up my proteins. I've just taken out all the other protein in my life. So, and for a while I was eating really unhealthy because I took out the meat, but then I was like, oh, I need all this energy, so I started eating more breads and pastas and rice, and that was like the biggest thing that I was consuming. So now I've been able to find some really great meat alternatives, basically plant-based stuff. But yeah, if you guys want to see more of that, let me know because I will definitely record those videos. Anyway, so now I'm going to let this warm up and simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. I do want it to thicken up a little bit, and then it'll, again, like we already said, it'll strengthen the flavor as well. And then the stock did already have salt in it, so I did not add any salt just yet. I'm gonna wait to taste it. I guess I could taste it a little bit now before it gets too hot. But I want to wait to taste it because just in case that stock was already enough. Let's see, let me get a spoon. I know my husband always jokes that I love too much salt, so I'll let him taste it and we can compare. Before I say yes or no, I'm going to let him taste it.
You can use more.
Me too.
Baby pepper. Right.
Yes, I also always add black pepper. So I'm going to add another pinch of salt. And then I'll add the black pepper at the end. Stir that in. Alright, so we'll let this simmer for about 10-15 minutes and then we'll see you soon. Cheers, welcome back. So I forgot to mention earlier, the amount of tomatoes that I started with was about 1.5 pounds of tomatoes. Really, we have so much growing that I could have made a bigger batch. But I don't think anyone in this house loves tomato soup as much as I do. So I'm being a little selfish and only making enough for me. So as you can see, the soup is still a little bit thick. It did thicken up while it has been simmering. I don't know if you can see, if you need to get closer. Now, one thing I forgot to do when it was in the pureer, I forgot to add the garlic, the roasted garlic.
Food processor.
Food processor. It does the same thing in a way. It gets your food down to a liquid form, pretty much. Okay. Anyways, I forgot to put the garlic in the food processor. So what I did was it was very soft, from roasting. So I just squeezed it in the soup, kind of used a whisk to mash it up. I love garlic, so if I have some big chunks, like here you can see, oh, where'd it go? Well, anyways, there's some big chunks in here. Oh yeah, you can see that white big chunk. I'm totally okay with that because I love garlic. So I'm good with it being like that. However, if I was making this for someone else, I would have just put it back in the food processor. But yeah. We're going to...
This house loves garlic.
Yes, we do.
It's obvious that we're not vampires.
Couldn't try to be if we wanted to. So now I'm going to kill the heat and put this in a lovely bowl. Now this recipe is very, very simple. I mean, you could have fun trying to customize this, make it your own. It's a basic recipe, right? So experiment with flavors, different seasonings. Like, it really doesn't matter. Make it your own. If you like I said, if you like different kinds of peppers, try it with that. I think the Fresno peppers might actually be really nice with that, because doesn't Fresno have like a little bit of sweetness to it? Tiny sweetness.
They got a lot more heat though.
A lot more heat, yeah. If you're somebody who likes a lot more heat, I would definitely add more heat to this, but yeah.
You want some Dustwalker?
No. Let me try this. Oh, black pepper. I always add my black pepper last. I don't know if it makes a difference, but this is just me. I feel like when you add the black pepper last, you get more of that pepper bite, that pepper flavor.
I actually like to add mine to the bowl instead of to the pot.
Yeah, same.
Because you get that nice fresh, and then it doesn't get lost in translation.
Exactly. Sorry. I'm used to being behind the camera, so angles for me, I am very unaware of. Let's try this.
No, you can't open that bag yet.
I wasn't going to, but that would pair nicely with this. This is really, really rich in that tomato flavor. You get the sweetness from the sun sugar tomatoes. Man, I could eat this all day, even in, what is it, 80 degrees today? That's on the cooler side for us right now in Vallejo.
Did it hit 80 today?
Let's see what this, no, 70 right now.
It feels like 80.
I was going to say, it feels like 80.
It's humid.
Yeah. But yeah, that's your basic tomato, sun sugar tomato recipe. Now swap out the tomatoes if you want. You could use regular cherry tomatoes that you get from the grocery store. A lot of places will have the medley, so you can use those instead. Because I like tomatoes with a lot of flavor, I personally like cherry tomatoes more than like Roma tomatoes, for example. I don't find them to be as flavorful. So personally for me, I'm gonna go with a tomato that has more flavor.
Made every Italian man.
Listen, I love Italian food. It's just that particular tomato is not my favorite. So yeah. Well, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe, like, comment down below actually what is your favorite tomato, because I'm curious to know. I don't know all varieties, so I know I like heirloom tomatoes, cherry tomatoes obviously, but if you know of a tomato that we should plant maybe next season, or a tomato that you like that I should try, let me know. But yeah, thank you for watching Cooking While Drunk with the wife. Oh, I got a drink. Forgot what channel I'm on. Cheers.